There
I
we
haven't
go.
touched this beard since November.
Yeah, my same. I personally actually just like the full beard, but just trim it because then when you go outside and it's cold, you don't need anything.
Yeah, but it's May. I mean, it's actually cold in Tennessee right now, which is kind of weird.
So welcome everybody to the first Patreon hangout of May, and it's kind of an accident, impromptu live stream because I was stupid yesterday and I didn't get a chance to announce it yesterday to the patrons, so we just threw this together in 45 minutes, I think.
Like that. It was like on your last
about that.
stream.
It's easy when you're popular. You had 10 people in 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
I am very flattered.
I just happened to sign up for the Patreon about 20 minutes before the email went out.
Yeah, pretty much the same here. I actually wrote you, Jeff, in the other live stream, like, if I become a patron now, can I basically join? And you were like, join what? And I was like, the live stream, and you never answered me.
I was like, wait, what did you do? Oh, sure, yeah, fuck it.
I was the one that suggested the Quiplash.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I really want to get into one of those games.
God, they're fun. Life
Need to get some tabletop simulator on. That's what you need.
I really want to play Secret Hitler.
What?
There's a tabletop game called Secret Hitler. It's all about bluffing and just confusing the shit out of everybody else. I really want to play it.
You had
That sounds like a bit like Munchkin, though.
You had me at Hitler.
If I could make a recommendation, there's a game called Sheriff of Nottingham, which is basically that each turn a new player takes the role of sheriff. You put some cards into a bag, hand it to that person, and then they can either choose to open it, at which point you may get fined for smuggling goods, or choose to let it slide. And basically it's all about bluffing, lying what's in that pack, and bribery. So much bribery. It's like up to 5 people, but if you're after a group game, that's a fantastic one.
Yeah,
This-
it's damn good.
There's
Really
called The Town of Salem, which is free. You can play it. It's a browser game, and I love playing it. I've always wanted to do a live stream. The problem is you can't let anybody know what you are. So if I live streamed, everybody would know what role I was playing. I would just totally fuck up the game.
Whoa, what's going on?
Sounds gone weird.
What?
Was
I think he's
That was the orange people. The war has begun. I am sorry, but Valhalla is calling me home. I have to go.
Nah, he's just got a tugboat in the backyard.
That's what it sounded like.
that was my AC. It's fucking. I'm in Phoenix. I'm sorry.
Your AC
Oh, okay.
a fucking tugboat?
It fucking sounds like it.
Jeff, what you're describing sounds like One Night Werewolf. Or One Night Werewolf or Midnight Werewolf. There's a similar game premise that's like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, Jeff, I was on a stream with Jax a few days ago, and she played Town of Salem on stream. Yeah.
I think there's, if I'm not mistaken, there is a way to do what the fuck am I thinking? What's it called when somebody is a spectate? A spectate. I think there's a spectate mode, and could probably do it that way. I don't know.
Buy yourself Tabletop Simulator. It's built for that.
Either that, or the streamers just can be, not cunty and not look at the stream.
There's always going to be that one guy that cheats, though.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
The screen
There's
looker,
also,
the screen looker playing Halo back in the day.
Oh God.
If everyone has cameras, the way you do it in One Night Werewolf is that basically during certain rounds, like the wizard or the werewolf round, everyone closes their eyes except those characters, and then those characters basically do their actions.
Ah,
So
interesting.
there are systems that do that well.
Crazy.
Board games is a hobby and a habit, and a very expensive one at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pretty much see
I had
that
one
from the
idea.
background.
I had an idea whenever I start streaming to do the online, or probably actually have it be a regular tabletop, but people could watch it through the stream. They if they donated super chat to a certain extent, they could influence the game.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Yeah, like a buck, they could throw in an extra goblin or two, and like if they put $1,000
you mean
bucks
like
in,
Dungeons-
they could throw the Tarrasque.
You mean like Dungeons and
Yeah.
Dragons style, whatever, or some similar thing?
That's a damn good idea. That's hilarious. Holy shit.
My D&D group always
Steal it, and Jeff, you instantly have an invitation.
nice.
I like this idea. I like this idea a lot. That'd be a lot of fun.
My D&D group always starts the game with a D100 roll, and if it's a 1, then the Tarrasque is instantly summoned.
Yeah. Oh shit! I love that kind of stuff. Ooh. Look at me, all baller with a laptop. I look all washed out with purple lips. What the fuck is going on with that?
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with your cam.
Could be a new look for me, guys.
Yeah, the cam looked good in the earlier stream.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You've been on that purple drink.
It's purple.
You gotta spike the purple drink with about half a bottle of Tussin.
There you go. Reminds me of DJ, MC Chris. MC Chris. There we go. Are you guys familiar with MC Chris?
A little bit because of my friend.
Yeah.
He did like the Star Wars Boba Fett rap and shit like that. But he
Oh
also-
yeah, okay.
He had a
I
song.
played a D20 version of that. It was pretty fun.
He had a song about Robitussin. And that shit was fucking hilarious. The Tussin. A love for a drug named Robotussin. It's hilarious.
I like Nerdcore, but all those guys are so goddamn lefty, it's just absurd. You follow Frontal and Lars on Twitter, and it's just, ugh.
Yeah,
Well,
that doesn't have a lot.
I personally think that that's a problem with a lot of things these days. Like, everything has to be political.
Yeah, well, I once called Frontal a gig and managed to chat to him afterwards, and it was during the time that Gamergate was starting, and I said, what do you reckon of this whole Gamergate thing? He says, oh, it's just a bunch of whiny 4chan babies getting upset over nothing. He's like, well, not really, but you kind of... I see which circles you move in already.
Yeah.
I have to ignore the politics of people I follow, because otherwise I'll just go insane.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much, if you can only follow the politics part of like the whole famous people and all that, there's pretty much nobody left.
Yeah, I would have to stop watching all my favorite TV shows.
Yeah.
Thinking about this, one of those comics that happened to me too, with Patton Oswalt. Has anybody seen the new MST3K?
Not yet.
No.
No.
I'm hesitant to watch it just because I hate Patton Oswalt so fucking much.
I've
I've
good
heard
things
it,
about
I
it.
haven't watched it either.
But,
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things, but I mean,
It feels like that era's kind of past.
Felicia Day and the main.
oh god,
I was just
Really?
about to mention her.
Yeah.
fucking Felicia.
You mean Anita Sarkeesian's first follower?
Yeah.
Her
it
and
was-
Joss Whedon can both suck one.
yeah.
But Joss
Yep.
Whedon at least puts out such good stuff.
Yeah. It's true.
Unfortunately, like I want to hate Joss Whedon, but then they're just like Firefly. Avengers?
Yeah, but really, let's be honest, he isn't bright at all.
No.
Like the Solar Roadway thing and a lot of other shit he's been out, it's not really working for him.
Mm.
Yeah, mocking cancer survivors. That was classy as fuck.
God, every fucking time
Yeah,
that guy
classy
tweets.
dude.
Well, to be honest, the guy, I have no idea what his name is, but the guy that plays Captain America has said to the guy that punched Multilocks in the face that he would fight him.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what? You are a celebrity. You are not supposed to do shit like that.
You're not actually Captain America. Don't pull all this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
You're not supposed to go out and advocate for violence.
I mean, he just wants to punch a Nazi, man. Come on.
But the point is, he is not a Nazi.
But also,
gonna be
just
some
do
Shia.
damn
You wait to
research
see.
before you comment on that shit, you know?
Everyone's a Nazi.
Yeah. I know.
Celebrities don't understand the way the world actually works, and that's the big problem with it.
Yeah, that's a pretty much a universal constant when it comes to celebrities. They're always such as fuck.
They just don't understand the working class problems.
To be honest, if you think about it, not really like that many that isn't a part of the working class does.
Yeah, I mean, like, take
Chris Pratt actually comments about that.
what's up?
Chris Pratt actually full on said that the average American isn't represented in Hollywood at all.
No, definitely not.
He wanted some stories about blue collar America. Why can't I get on this fucking couch?
In other news, the sky is blue and water is wet.
And rightly done. That's Japan.
But he's,
The funniest-
the one I've seen that he opens his mouth and I don't want to face to make the pain stop.
The funniest thing though is that for a lot of like EU and so on, America really doesn't have that great of a reputation. Like, it is not that free. It is not the greatest country in the world, and
Bullshit.
a lot of countries actually don't see America as a positive thing.
Oh,
But
I can
every
hear the
time
drone
you-
striking coming. Can you hear that?
Yes, but every time you hear somebody try to say that, they either get censored or get told that they're wrong. I'm like, how do you know? Have you been to another country and looked at your country? No. I have no idea what my country is like, seen from another person.
I'm so free that I have a drone strike ready for your house right now.
I'm looking so forward to it. At least something will be happening in my country.
It's a DJI Phantom.
And not get arrested.
Hey, all I'm saying is that those Americans don't seem to be having their pornography censored, so I don't know what's up with our country.
I can watch whatever porn I want.
Yeah.
And some of the porn should maybe be censored.
To be honest, there is like something that's too far, if you ask me. But
No kids, no animals.
yeah, I was about to say, but that's probably not for live stream though.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
I
Did
mean,
you see
basically,
that thing
as long
that
as you're
got
not
exposed
fucking
on
with other
Twitter?
people.
Japan has very loose rules when it comes to including animals in pornography. That's for sure.
Wow, that's
And
so
kids,
fucking weird.
to be honest.
Show vaginas in Japanese porn.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
weird too.
But you have to remember that, as far as I know, the age of consent is 14.
In Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty low.
Man,
That's true.
Yeah, but in Germany, isn't it like 12 or 13?
But you still have to be 18 to be in Japanese pornography, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
but
that's because they want that shit marketable internationally.
yeah, exactly. Because in Japan, as far as I know, at least, the most viewed porn is actually just hentai.
I don't know.
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
I'm not really too sure about that, though, because the thing is that the anime market is actually technically bigger in America than it is in Japan. Like,
That's
Also
not
doesn't surprise me.
they
Yeah,
do
that's
guys
what
got
people
population
think
difference
with
between the two is
population
huge.
size.
Yeah, and I was about to say it's also a lot about the generation. Like, the older generation, Japanese people does not watch anime, but the younger is crazy with it.
It's just like cartoon beer.
But there's also I don't know. It's too often that I see a lot of people are like, yeah, Japan anime, and like there's so many good movies that get made in Japan. Like their movie industry is.
Yeah, but there
Yeah,
are so many
Motherfucker
good
for
animes too.
Japanese
Anime
grindhouse
films.
movies.
Let's be honest. Most people who just fetishize about like Japanese anime and stuff just want that Fuda dick. That's really all they want.
That's pretty much, you know.
I don't know. I think I'm a weird one. I just want the ramen, to be honest. Every time I see it, it looks delicious.
Yeah, I want some real Japanese ramen.
The only thing I'm determined to do if I ever visit Japan is visit this place called I don't know the actual name, but it's nicknamed Cat Haven Islands.
Oh, I've seen pictures of it. Yes.
Yeah. It's just like thousands and thousands and thousands of fucking cats everywhere on this island.
If
Yeah,
I ever
my
go
mom-
to Japan, I'm
Did a lot of animal rescue, and I want to spread some of her ashes there.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could scrabble together enough money to send Jeff to a penis festival in Japan.
Yeah,
Ooh, that would be great.
with
I'd
Mr.
love to
Wiggle.
see that.
and Leroy. Don't
Let's
leave
say,
Leroy out
why
of this, you
Mr.
racist
Wiggles
prick.
take Leroy?
Yeah. No, not with the racism and xenophobia in Japan. That'd be a terrible idea.
I mean,
Leroy would get shut out so quick.
I mean, even
Jeff would have to cover all his tattoos.
even the Japanese women can appreciate the biggest blackest dick. I mean,
I was about to say, you shouldn't have said woman in that sentence, just like everybody can appreciate the biggest, blackest dick.
yeah, fair enough.
Because if you don't want it, you can at least use it for comedic effect, because if it's so damn big, you can pretty much, kill people with it.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say, thank God for big black dicks.
Hell yeah.
Quote of the stream. Rip it. Buddy.
Shit. Fucking hell. I didn't remember everything that I had done on the internet last night because I was a little toasted, and I went back and I fucking lost my shit when I found that. My name is Jeff. I'm drunk on gin and I love the blacks. I don't remember.
Did you celebrate Cinco de Mayo and not appropriate the culture?
I didn't appropriate any culture at all on Cinco de Mayo.
Hey, my grandmother's Mexican. Appropriate all you fucking want.
Where I'm from,
we got
don't
the
know
word.
what it is.
We can do that.
There you go. I represent all Hispanics, even though I'm only a quarter Hispanic.
Oh, but isn't that the whole, what was it, Francesca or something, that did the whole being a cultural spokesperson, and that's bad, and I don't know what was.
Cultural ambassador.
Unless
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
white.
So yeah. Shit was hilarious.
And if you're a white guy and enjoying it, then you're wrong.
Yep.
She just has to explain to you why you're wrong.
Did you guys see Worski's video about Francesca's Cinco de Mayo thing?
Yeah,
Was that the one
There
with the chick in it?
yeah.
Yeah, the Mexican chick that said that basically even Mexicans can appropriate their own damn culture.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you
technically,
What?
she did say that she was another Latino and not from Mexico. And I was personally sitting like, then why the fuck are you here speaking? Like, wouldn't the whole point be a Mexican person saying that you shouldn't do this shit?
You're just in an unfortunate state. As a proud Englishman, our cultural heritage is appropriating cultures. So it's not cultural appropriation because that is our culture. That's what we've done.
Oh yeah, you guys originated appropriation.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
that's our
problem is
culture.
that
Well, yeah, we did.
how far do you have to go back? Because if you think about it, nearly everything from America stands from somewhere else, especially Britain. So do you only go one link back, or do you go further and see where did the British get it from?
Yeah, but America is the
We
best
don't
goddamn
appropriate
country in the world.
things. We Americanize things.
That's right.
We take everything and do it better.
Yeah, we
better.
slather it in barbecue sauce and deep fry it.
Then we
Oh
move,
yeah,
shorten it,
remember to make
and then
it bigger.
pronounce it wrong.
I say then we move it to Texas and it gets bigger.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm in Texas?
Come on now. Have you ever seen the difference between a Texas toothpick and an Arkansas toothpick?
No.
Oh boy. So basically, a Texas toothpick is a tiny little pocket knife, and an Arkansas toothpick, the blade is like 6 or 7 inches.
Oh,
Is that so they can get around all the missing teeth?
Yeah, I was thinking.
Oh, Jesus. It's about to get fucking real.
good.
I hear the drone myself.
I really want to come. I really want to come to London as soon as I can. I don't know when. I don't even have my passport anymore. I gotta find it.
You should shitload UK.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to come definitely. to the UK, Jeff.
You gotta come
Except
to-
don't do London. Do the southwest. All your fans are in like the southwest or Wales, so come to the southwest.
Yeah, come to Cardiff. It's great.
No, not Cardiff.
Southeast, yeah. Thank you.
I mean, you can just like yell and talk to people in Scotland over there. So
no, they don't like hearing us. You have to keep it down.
There's some meetup with like Cognitive Thought, Miss Misa, Charming Man, very nearly viral.
Sick.
Yeah, it looked like so much fucking fun. They were hanging out in a pub, and I'm like, oh, I want to
Oh
go.
yeah, that was.
you gotta come out here
That
to
was
the East
pretty
Coast
insane.
first.
I gotta go a lot of places. places. It's one of these weekends soon. I'm going up to Seattle. And I'm going to be on the Drunken Peasants.
I'll actually listen to that one.
Yeah, I gotta pick which weekend I'm gonna go up. But I just got done talking to TJ about it yesterday. It's basically like, any Friday, just come up any Friday and we'll just fucking do it and we'll hang out.
Does that really mean that I have to watch the Drunken Peasants now? God, Jeff.
I don't know. They're really nice guys.
Just that one episode. You've only just got to watch that one episode for Jeff, and then you don't ever have to watch it again.
This is the price of E-Fame.
They
Yeah.
seem like nice guys.
But it's still 100% more than I've watched now.
Yeah.
Same here, but
Yeah, I'm big into podcasts, but that's one I've just never gotten into.
Yeah.
To be honest, I never got into TJ at all. I literally do not like the guy. Every time he speaks, I'm just like, why are you yelling? You don't make more sense just because you're louder.
Well,
I tried to give him a chance, and then
he seems to be
keeps
talking
like
about, like,
basically
Amazing Atheist
sucking
Monitor.
Bernie's dick. So I don't know. Can't take him seriously anymore.
So I first found TJ because of his appearance on CNN. Like that's how I first heard about him, was because of I saw him live on CNN, and he did this interview, and he was just like, he didn't give a shit. He was just like, no, fuck you, fuck everything, no, fuck these like oppressive Christian fuckheads in the government, blah blah blah. And he was a savage. I was like, nice, okay, I like this dude. He's not really like making these intellectually titanic arguments, but he's basically just flicking off everybody, and I like that. He has made some arguments over the past year that I didn't like, and I very strongly disagreed with. But when I got a chance to actually meet the man in person, like, he's a big fucking sweet teddy bear. It's the weirdest thing.
It's where his hand is like the same size as your head.
Yeah, he's huge, dude. He's massive. Everybody fucking midget. I'm like, no, dude. I'm like 5'9", 5'10" in my boots. TJ's like, I think he's like 6'8" or 9. Like, he's a fucking monster.
Same size as me.
And are you super tall?
I'm 5'10", but everyone on like my dad's side
you're
of the
a couple
family
inches
is
taller than
really,
me.
really tall. They're all like between like 6'2" and 6'4" on my dad's side. I get that from them. My mum's really, really short. My mum's like 5'3", so it's kind of evened itself out with me.
Me and my dad.
My younger brother.
Me and my dad are the ruts of the family, actually. Because my dad's side of the family, all the Finns, they're all fucking just giant hulks of men, fucking huge. My dad always got teased for being the runt at 5'10", which is like normal.
So I would be
5'10's a
midget
decent
to them,
size.
basically.
So, Jeff, I linked that where you were talking about like your Finnish family and all that, how racist the fuck they are to the Swedes. I linked that to like one of my supervisors at work. He's a good guy and stuff because he likes watching podcasts and shit. He's like, that's probably the funniest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life.
All right, guys. I am going to get out of here. I'm going to go appropriate some Mexican culture a day late.
Awesome, man. Take care.
Oh,
right.
man.
You guys have a good one.
Do something for me.
Hasta
Later,
la
bro.
vista, or whatever they say in Spain or Mexico.
Adios.
Yeah, but my problem is that I can't do it. Like, in my city, we have nothing like a Mexican restaurant or anything that looks like it.
Yeah. We had Cinco de Mayo yesterday, and I went out for traditional Lebanese grill. That was the closest I did.
Lebanese food.
I went out for Italian last night, so there we
Yeah.
go.
Well, all I'm hearing is pretty much just like shit we do not have here where I am, so it's just like great.
We served tacos at work. It was great. I was off. I was off.
Again,
but I
more
stopped in for
things
free
I can't
tacos.
get.
Were your tacos as good as the ones that I saw in Trump's Twitter, the ones they do in Trump Tower?
No,
They look
we
huge.
did not have huge taco bowls. I'm sorry.
I could
Jesus.
without Mexican food. Like, it wouldn't happen. I couldn't do it. Mexican food is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You gotta be careful though, because depending where you are, it's a hit or miss.
Well, yeah, you just have to be like, somebody's freaking out in the chat. All you have to do is stop wiping out every white nation on the planet.
What the?
What the fuck?
Have any white nations been wiped out?
Except
I
for
think
Aaron.
they're
Like
doing.
lately.
To be honest, I think they're starting to do a pretty damn good job in Sweden, and they're getting on with it in, like, the Germany or whatever you call it. And I
There
think
was something about South Africa as well.
Oh yeah, that's but that's really not a white
that's
nation though.
Yeah, then that's a bit complicated too.
That is very
Yeah.
complicated.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, actually, I saw like a video of some guy that was like, we took all the white farmers and just threw them out and took their land, gave it to the black man. The black man failed it and couldn't do shit with it.
That was,
And now I
Nigeria.
can't remember if the Japanese or the Chinese that is basically taking over the entire country through just buying everything now.
Screw you, white people.
Wow.
White people, please help.
Yeah, exactly. They literally said that if white people came back before the Japanese/Chinese, can't remember which one, like if you come back, you will get your farming back and like your equipment and like no hard feelings. And the white people's like, are you shitting me? You pulled me and my family out in the dead of night, nearly beat me to death, and you want me to come back so you can make money?
Yeah.
No, fuck that shit. I'm off.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty nuts.
So, are you Chinese or Japanese?
Mm.
Well, I'm a big old.
I'm the ocean. You're from the ocean?
Merman.
Sadness covers me like a blanket. Tuck me in and let me die.
Oh God. No, I was doing the Laotian thing reminded me. Have you guys ever watched King of the Hill edits?
Yeah.
King of the Hill edits. No.
Yeah. Like it's
Aye.
it's a form of YouTube poop that's pretty popular. YouTube poop is basically somebody takes something and edits the shit out of it and makes it into this like nonsensical fucking garbage. And it's funny.
Yeah.
Funny. A lot of them are crap. But King of the Hill ones, for some reason, are always just absolutely fucking hilarious. That show was meant to be like chopped up and fucked with. I don't know.
YouTube
My
poops are
favorite
like.
is
Okay, so I was
Filmmaker.
thinking like dubs, like, but you're like where people like dub their own parodies over shit. But you're talking about something different, right?
Yeah, this is totally chopping it up.
Okay.
YouTube's poops used to be cool, and then they got really popular. It's kind of like what happened with trance or new metal.
Hell yeah.
Normies get out.
Every time my buddy Shay calls me, every single time I start trying to do like one of these Patreon live streams, I guess he's like, "Hey buddy, how you doing?" I'm like, no. Okay.
Well, Jeff, you should really just be happy that somebody's calling you. Like some other people don't have that privilege. Check your privilege, man.
He's
Check
only
your friendship privilege, you
Yeah,
cis hetero, whatever the fuck.
something
like the-
racist.
That's like that damn news article that came out a few years ago that was like, if you read your kids' bedtime stories and you're disadvantaging kids who don't have bedtime stories. What the fuck?
And I give a fuck about them lying.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna read my kids some goddamn bedtime stories. Shit. I'm gonna read them I'm gonna read them go the fuck to sleep every night. For the first 5 years of their life.
Okay, this guy he's distracted the shit out of me. What the fuck? Yes, I understand you're very upset about white genocide.
Richard Spencer?
This isn't really the time right now to talk about it, buddy. Just chill for a little bit, okay?
Not even Richard Spencer is like, oh my god, white genocide. I mean, he straight up, like, on that Roman millennial thing, he was just like, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah,
I didn't
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah,
Saw
I
the crap
Have you
that
seen?
was happening after though. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he actually
I
called
need
it.
to watch that.
yeah. I don't know. I had a lot of fun fucking with him the other day. That was hilarious. Oh,
Send people after you,
Did
Jeff.
you pull from the Sargon book and send him some interracial porn?
no. He like posted basically Kekistani memes, and like,
Oh,
Pakistani people are our people, and like, no,
Oh,
no, that doesn't work. Actually, Kekistan doesn't work for white nationalism, and I'll tell you why. Ethnic Kekistani are neither white nor black; they are green. By that,
yeah, they're green supremacists.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
To be honest, Kekistan has nothing to do with Supreme anything, color or anything, except the dankest memes.
Exactly. That's right.
Amen. Praise God.
I feel like I should put my Kekistani shirt on now.
Yeah.
But it's way over the sun.
I want to. Does anybody know where to get a
Yeah.
Kekistani like flag?
Amazon.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think
There's
you
a
can
All you
store
need to do
that
is type
Big Man
Google
Tyrone was
Kekistani
advertising
flag,
it was selling
and
shirts.
There's loads of places to come up with it.
Just straight
Just
up, just go
Google
to
it.
Amazon and search Kekistan. They have like flags and T-shirts and all kinds of shit on there.
Yeah.
I'll do
Love
that.
to.
My stepdad wants a Kekistani flag. He has no idea what it's about. He thinks it's a cool flag, so he wants one. He was like, "Get me one for Christmas." I was like, "Sorted, let's go."
Because
to be
it
honest,
was
well, if you look at it, it actually looks great. I have no idea who designed that thing, but it looks great.
The
I've got no idea, but he thinks
the
it's cool.
German Empire.
Somebody's saying everyday feminism might be shutting down. That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw something in my feed
Yeah,
about
I
that a
saw that on
second ago
Warcorp's
from
video.
Yeah.
What?
I can't
Prince
remember
of
who it was
Queens
who
just
tweeted
published
it.
a picture, video about it.
Interesting.
I
Yeah, they're
didn't get it. What is shutting down?
Everyday.
The donations.
Everyday feminism. Really? That
It seems like it might be shutting down. That's bad news for Riley Dennis.
why?
How does everyday
What?
feminism even cost anything? Surely they're just a bunch of volunteers.
yeah. I don't think any of them really get paid.
Yeah. I mean, they might not be making enough money to keep the website up, and that might be it. But yeah, no. Riley works for Everyday Feminism.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know he worked for that.
Get a real job.
I mean, he still has his YouTube channel. He can do whatever he wants, So
Yeah,
I'm
but there's no money in YouTube anymore, is there?
Hmm?
There's no money in YouTube anymore. He's controversial.
Oh, there's still money in YouTube.
There's money in Patreon.
There's money in Patreon, and there's still money in YouTube.
And
Yeah.
super chat.
You just gotta have the right thinking to be in the money in YouTube. So you just have to have the right ideas.
I'm pretty sure my game idea would do well with Super Chat.
Start it up.
Especially if you get like Jeff or somebody else to play it, people will just be like, $100, get that guy killed.
No,
Oh yeah,
Lacey.
no.
Get
Jeff
Lacey
has
on
an
there.
open
There you go.
invitation no matter what.
Get Lacey and Blair on, and people will just throw money to kill either one of them, depending on what side. Just be prepared for your chat screen to just be like basically garbage.
Like stage 4 leukemia.
Yeah, completely.
So
I personally do not get the people that just basically vomit in chat because you really don't get anything out of it. Like in the live
Yeah.
stream with Lacey and Blair, like I was watching and there was so much hate, like just random hate. I was like, it's okay to be mad, but you should direct it at something. You shouldn't just be spewing hatred for the sake of hatred.
right.
I think it depends on the size of like the channel that's doing it. Like, Jeff, have you seen Ranting Monkeys streams with SDA and Scribe Light?
Yeah, I've seen one.
Yeah,
of them.
those are pretty decent chats for the most part, especially when a MGTOW shows up.
Yeah.
So you guys just don't like ASCII swastikas everywhere? I mean, I live for ASCII swastikas.
Okay, so here's I wanted to look this up real quick. So YouTube ad revenue, for the kinds of views that I usually tend to get, 2 months ago, before the adpocalypse happened, I would net anywhere from $500 to $600 in ad revenue a month. Not a whole lot, It's kind of piddly ass amounts right there, and a little bit that way. But last month, that went down to about $300. So from 6 to about 3, and then this month it's bounced back up to 380. So it's getting better.
Yeah, and
You think
if
it's
you
gonna
take a
shape back
Patreon,
up?
well, yeah, if you take the Patreon in it as well, that's actually like pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, yeah. With Patreon, like I'm fine. I don't really have to worry about it. And like I know, with Super Chat, like when I do a big stream of Super Chat, like I make some fucking money doing that. But like I feel weird doing it too often, so that's why I haven't like been doing big streams on my main channel as much as possible, because like I just don't need the money. So I'm kind of saving my like big live streaming on for things that are going to be really fun or really interesting to watch, and not just like to do it, because
Right.
you know, Patreon keeps me fucking pretty damn well, better paid than I've actually ever been paid in my life. Honestly.
What
That's
happens with the YouTube Saints? Do you split it 50-50 with Nick?
Yep, we split it 50-50. On the
I know this is a complete subject change, but I made it on the internet. I got my first fuck you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good job.
Damn.
Well done.
I
I
think
got
it was for my
blocked the
don't
other day.
direct hate at nothing. At least, use it for something. And then a guy's like, fuck you, insert name. Lol.
I got my first couple of blocks, in fact, a series of blocks the other day on Twitter for that whole license to discriminate executive order, because people, before it got posted, were just like, oh, this is going to mean that people are going to be able to fire homosexual and trans workers. And stuff. No, they're not. What nonsense are you talking? And that came out, and lo and behold, it was complete watered-down
It's been
nonsense.
illegal for a while. You can't discriminate.
Yeah, executive order wouldn't even be able to do that. He doesn't have that power. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the amount of people who just straight up block, no response, just slightly question what they mean, block. No, you're not affirming me, straight up block.
To quote the meme, you can't get blocked on anything if you don't have it. So, like, I do not use Twitter at all.
So Prince sent me 60 cents again. Hi, Prince. I have
Does it just say notice me, senpai?
no. Prince just does it every now and then because she's hilarious. And I feel really bad because we've been meaning to stream together or at least just hang out for like 3 days. So after the Patreon thing, like we'll get together and hang out.
You were gonna sing the corn lyrics, weren't you? You said last time. You were gonna sing something to her.
No, so what was I supposed to do? He said if I make it to 100,000 subscribers, I should sing "Freak on a Leash." I think that's what it was. And I think
Prince probably remembers it.
Hmm?
I think Prince probably remembers it.
I don't trust Argentinians. No, when it comes to having to sing. Just sing.
If anyone doesn't subscribe to Prince on Twitter, by the way, that is just hilarious Twitter feed that they have.
She's wonderful.
Okay. Is she? I didn't want to assume her gender.
I'm on Twitter at this point.
Yeah, I was actually thinking, isn't Prince the one with the nearly doll-looking icon?
No, it looks like Smoke from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
then
With
it's
the white eyes.
But isn't there? I'm pretty sure there's a YouTuber called Prince or something that has like that. Isn't it like it looks a lot like the son
got a
of
gas
Chucky
mask,
and the
right?
other one?
Oh, that's Prince of Queens.
Yeah, Prince of Queens.
What is that noise?
Okay, I thought it was
1 second.
person.
Oh,
Hi, doggy.
unhappy doggy.
Attention! I demand attention.
My dog isn't doing that at this point.
It's Prince of Doom, and I'm gonna snuggle up at a U-Haul.
Dog was trying to bark and growl at the other dog, but had a mouth with this giant bone in it, so that's how that was coming out. That's what that noise was. You were trying to growl, but you had a mouthful. You dumbass.
No, Prince of Doom is.
Now I'm getting told off, burp.
Oh, I believe Prince is gonna kill somebody.
And I can't hear you, Jeff. So whatever you said, missed it.
How much have you streamed today? Yes, please. Yeah, no, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out. I think the difference between the hangout and chat is like super long today for some weird reason. But she's an Argentinian girl who joins me and Tyler and Patty when we do the Hidden Colors streams.
I'm really sad I haven't been watching those.
Yeah, I'm still. I think the next thing I'll probably put out is another super cut of it. And,
Oh, you got to watch them live though. They're great live.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
time that happens,
Oh, yeah.
I'm on it.
My liver hurts every time I do it. We'll have some black guy with us for the next one.
I'm surprised we even have a functional liver at this point. This
He did a
YouTube.
video about that, dude.
He's got liver of steel.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He said
must
he
be at
had
this
some.
point.
He had some European, what's it called, blood in him somewhere. So that's probably where he got it from.
He's Irish and Finnish though, so you know
Yeah, exactly.
he's got that working for him.
He was born just with liquor running through his veins, though.
Probably more Finnish than Irish, though. I mean, I've never seen memes with a black eye.
Wow.
I was expecting Jeff to say I have.
I don't know why, but every time somebody talks, they're louder than Jeff. So if Jeff talks at the same time as somebody else, we can't hear him.
I think it's because the microphone on this laptop isn't too terribly good, and I'm kind of sitting far away from it. I think that's probably why.
I was actually thinking about a thing because a lot of other channels had taken like put out the survey for the viewers, like where you're from in the world. Have you done that?
To do the DNA test thing?
You just pretty much put out where people can answer which country they're from, like just
Poll?
Viewer
general.
demographics.
Poll. Like, are you from?
What country are you from? Like, what's your age demographic?
Doesn't YouTube give you that info?
Yeah, they
Or
do.
your statistics analytics screen?
I gotta
Because I was wondering where the majority of your viewers were from.
chill out, Sir Voice. There we go.
Kyrgyzstan.
Probably
Yeah,
American.
That would be epic, though.
Okay, let me get the analytics, demographics.
Was it one thing I found out when I was last on stream is you can actually change your I think it's either where you're from or your gender on Facebook to Kekistani. You can do it as custom and you can put it as Kekistani.
Yeah.
I can tell you this
got
much.
that.
I got
I looked at my Facebook and I was like, now I am working as a Kyrgyzstani farmer. So now I'm just farming them dank memes all day. and my father was like, congratulations, I like this post. And I was like, don't think you have any clue what this is.
54% are from the United States, 12 from the UK, 6.9% from Canada, 5 from Australia, and Germany, Sweden, Finland, Netherlands, Denmark, Norway, New Zealand.
How much do you have from Denmark?
1.4%. That is. How many people is that? Oh, that's watch time. Damn it.
That's actually a lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
Definitely justifies a stop on the Jeff Holiday World Tour 2018.
Yeah, woo!
Oh, yeah.
Is that from your main channel or is it from this channel?
The main channel. I'll
Oh,
have it
okay,
up.
nice.
Yeah.
I actually have people from Pakistan that watch me apparently.
Oh, that's a really big demographic, dude. You should pander to that. Get a lot of money.
I'll start talking about FGM for a while. It'll be great.
I really need to make another video. I've got some ideas, but I've been so lazy. I've not been well this week. Mostly I'm lazy. I don't know how you managed to get the motivation.
It's not always easy.
Yeah, you always seemed like so happy and full of energy, except of course when like sad stuff happened, like the whole family and that idiot that I'm not going to mention because fuck that dude.
So the lowest amount from a country that I have is from Nepal. Somebody was watching me in Nepal. Then Suriname, Montenegro, Morocco, and Isle of Man.
What Isle of Man?
Wait, they have
Yeah,
internet
I
there?
Hashtag triggered. What the fuck?
In fucking Pakistan? What the fuck?
Oh man, sounds like Jessica's area.
Iraq,
It's one of our islands.
Qatar doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's a small island just off the south coast of England.
I thought it was between England and Ireland, the Isle of Man.
I might get no, that's the Isle of Wight I'm thinking of. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, the Isle of Cows.
The Isle of Cows. Well, no, the thing is, it's because where I live, if you go kind of up the hill just behind the town I live in, you can actually see the Isle of Wight.
I thought you were in sunny Wales.
No, that's not me.
No, that's me.
I'm southeast. There we go. That's Rachie. Yeah, I'm southeast.
Fair enough.
A little bit. So last month, over 5,000 minutes worth of my videos were watched in Saudi Arabia. That's crazy.
That's just weird. But do you think it has something to do with that? Or what? That was you. That was the whole girl that was on the plane and all that, wasn't it?
Yeah, Safety Nally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you do a video about that?
Yeah. Don't you think that's why, pretty much?
That's probably why. Yeah, you're probably right. I didn't even think about that. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Do you actually know anything about that? Like how it ended? Have you ever have we heard anything?
She went into a detention center. Was the last I heard.
Yeah, she's still in there.
She's in Saudi Arabia, so your news is either going to be unreliable or nothing at all. So
I don't think we're going to hear anything else about that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We'll never hear anything else. It's sad. It is what
Yeah,
it is.
but at least I can't remember who said that, but at least now we know it's a problem, so people can look for it and do something the next time.
We knew it's a problem, but the Saudi Arabian leader met with your golden nugget in chief, and still nothing happened. They promised millions in arms trade, and that was it.
Yeah. Somebody was asking how many from North Korea. I got 0, but if I'm not mistaken, Wizard of Cause, Nick, he actually had 1 North Korean viewer.
What, they
That's
got
the one
internet in
internet
North
connection.
Korea?
Like 3 people in North Korea have the internet, yeah.
Whoa.
Kim Jong-un.
I'm mind blown. Like, whoa.
I hear Kim
Somebody's going to disappear into a
Rocka
concentration
Ali.
camp soon.
What, you say Kim watches Rocka Ali?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kim Jong-un watches Rocka Ali. Pretty sure.
I thought he was DJ Not Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for it.
Hello, everybody. My name is DJ Not Nice. Fucking
Not racist enough. Try harder.
yeah. No, I'm good. I'll leave that to Rucka. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. He's got that down. He has definitely got that down.
His fucking ISIS Baby song that he just came out with is so fucking good. Ah.
Yeah, it's hilarious, but God, I can see why some people is just like pointing at him and yelling racist and walking away, because he's doing everything in his power to offend everybody.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's a specialty.
Yep. That's why I can never get too like I can never get that riled up about some of the things that people say, especially when they're trying to be like alt-writers getting super, long and spooky by saying some really fucked up shit. It never offends me at all. Like, you can't beat some of the old masters of the internet like Rucka. Like you can't out racist Rucka. And he's not even serious, so It's ridiculous shit. Racism is hilarious. It is. Racism is hilarious. It's the dumbest.
Don't even. I got some new racist jokes yesterday. It will definitely get your stream taken down. Anyway,
But the
Speaking
thing
of
is
Kim-
that if you
Speaking
look
of Kim
up into
Jong-un.
that, he's actually right. Because if you look through humor through the years, every single country has their version of like a stereotype of somebody else, and people think it's hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, dude, that's hilarious. My brother changed his photo on the staircase to Kim Jong-un, and my mom still hasn't noticed after 2 weeks.
Yeah. Isn't that? Hang on, I'll put it in the other chat. There you go. They're probably catching up now. Oh, you can't put web addresses.
Here, I'll do it like this. There we go. That's fucking.
Oh God, Jeff, you just confused me, man. I clicked the link and I was like, okay, what's that? That was funny. Got it, shut it down. I was like, didn't I just close that?
That's
I'm so doing that with one of the wedding photos outside.
Yeah. Oh my god. I need to do that to my dad. He's got a lot of pictures in the house. I should do that.
But the thing is, like, I know this is going to be maybe a controversial question, but the last time racism, like general racism, hurt somebody, like really hurt somebody, when was that? I'm not talking like a random person just punching somebody, like really big, like Holocaust nearly level.
In America,
Has that actually ever happened? Yeah, but that wasn't.
There was that church a year or two ago, wasn't there? Was that racist? I can't remember if it was actually racist.
That was horrible though. That wasn't massive.
Yeah. You mean the shooting, correct?
Yeah, he was racist.
That he was racist. Not even going to try to dispute that, but I mean like big, like country spanning big.
Sunnis versus Shias, I guess, in Middle East over the last.
But that's not a race. That's two different religions or ideologies fighting each other. The same with the Holocaust. That was like against the Jews, which is not technically a race. It is more like a religion because you can be whatever race or whatever and still be a Jew.
In Kosovo,
in Rwanda, that would be a straight up racial genocide for sure.
Come again, Jeff? Where?
The Tutsis versus the Hutus in Rwanda.
Yeah.
I have no clue what that is.
Watch Hotel Rwanda.
Yeah.
It's a Cards Against Humanity card.
We'll tell you all about it for sure. They were actually measuring noses to see if you're a Tutsi or a Hutu. And I can't remember. I think it was the Hutu that rose up and slaughtered the Tutsis. Yeah. And it was they were driving through the street with fucking truckloads full of machetes and passing them out to all the other fellow Hutu to go and chop up their neighbors.
Yeah.
Oh God, where was that?
From Hotel Rwanda.
Rwanda.
It was Rwanda.
Yeah. And that's just because I don't know the country. Then that's horrible, to be honest.
Yeah, they put it on their identification cards which one they were, and they were basically just wiped out the other.
Yeah. But then to the rest of my point, which was, if you think about it, that is one thing, but think about how much religion has done.
Oh, sure.
And still, a lot of the religions is still based on in some, form or another on race as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So the thing is, I cannot see why they're going so hard on racism and not on the big corporate, which is the toxic religion part. That
because it's very unfashionable to be anti-Muslim right now.
Yeah,
I think that's the only thing as well, because if you really, really wanted to stop the bigoted people that actually do damage in the world, you wouldn't go after racist, because everybody knows racism is bad. Everybody knows that if you are hiling and going Hitler did nothing wrong and all the other shit some people are saying, everybody just looks at the person and be like, you are literally crazy. Go away and stop polluting my air. Now, don't want your shit here. But then you see a person coming saying it's okay to beat your wife if she doesn't do exactly what you told her to. And at nearly a country wide where men says that, no, I am not a hateful person. Yes, I beat my wife, but I only beat her a little bit and not that hard, so I'm one of the good ones. I was like,
only beat her when she deserves it. That was the thing.
I only use a stick that's so long.
Yeah, the rule of thumb. Yeah. It's weird too. So a lot of people have given Sargon a lot of shit over the past few months because Sargon does not seem to want to go after the right. And a lot of people believe that it's because he doesn't want to risk his fan base or whatever. I don't agree at all, because what he said specifically, it makes sense. I don't really necessarily agree with him, but it makes sense in that he said that the biggest threat is not the alt-right. The biggest threat is still the people on the left who are regressive, trying to police speech and making apologies for Islam. And so that's what he believes is the thing to tackle. I think he's got a point, but I still love taking the piss out of the alt-right, so I do it anyway.
Well, Paul Rubin had a much better quote where he spoke about it. If you ever, sorry, if you ever watch him, he talked about the fact that he doesn't attack the right as much these days purely because he falls in line with them because defending liberalism and free speech and liberal principles has become a right-wing position, and the old dichotomy of left versus right has fallen apart. So the right now also includes free speech libertarians and people like that. They're not just the standard conservative.
Right.
Well,
Oh yeah. Plus, like libertarians, like like myself and stuff, we also have a voice that we can present to the alt right and stuff, that they'll look at a leftist and be like, oh, you're just a fucking leftist. But like I'm a libertarian. I also believe in free markets. I believe in all this stuff, but I don't agree with your ethno-state shit.
Yeah,
I know
because
that
a lot of
I'll
the right wings are very much the whole Second Amendment. We should have the right to bear arms. It's like, okay, well, why should you do that? To fight the government? So you're on the page about the government being a problem then, so they can kind of see eye to eye and have some middle ground with libertarian principles.
I know that I am a giant, about to say hypocrite, but that's not the word. Selfish, egotistic, whatever. Because I personally think that the political correctness in the United States is a problem because it is spreading to other countries. Like the whole that ideology of you can't do all of this, you can't say shit like this, and all that is spreading, and that is why it is important to stop it. You don't see even in countries like Greece where they are nearly a new we can't really call it Nazi party, but they are really close to it by now.
Their fascist party or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But they are not spreading out of Greece, or whatever it's called. So you know it's pretty much there. So, but the politically correct is pretty much spreading all over the world.
That just
but a lot of that nationalism is a response to the EU anyway. So it's kind of part and parcel with that fight.
I mean, fascism is just generally a response to communism. That's how it's kind of been.
Historically speaking, I'd say it has. The thing that I keep coming back to when I think about the alt right is, like, as an ideology and some of the values that they hold. Like, I might not necessarily agree with it, but it really comes down to when they get into talking about an ethno-state that I start laughing. And I laugh a lot. I laugh a whole fucking lot. And the main reason why I laugh my ass off about it is because, specifically in America, it's impossible. Like, it is impossible, and it will never fucking happen. Like, it won't. It can't. There is no scenario in which the alt-right is ever going to win an ethno-state in the United States of America. It's not going to fucking happen. So
I've said it before, white ethno-state is such an American idea that you have it over there, but we've been fighting with the French and the Spaniards and everything else. You think you can get Europe to work together? We really can't work together.
I was about to say, we've been fighting a lot, to be honest. Like, I'm personally from Denmark, and we've been fighting with Sweden for, I have literally no clue how long. Actually, like, it's just insane. And the same with Norway and Germany. We've been fighting for ages with them.
And as Jeff said, with the Swedes and the Finns, you don't get that kind of, even countries that are next to each other with the same general racial makeup. You don't get ethno-states built on that. People have fought over lines too long.
Yep. Absolutely.
Which is exactly what you'd get in the States. You'd get North versus South. You'd get mountain versus coast.
I don't think it's going to happen now.
Yeah.
On the other side, it would also be like extremely boring, to be honest.
Yeah, it really would. So, like, there's somebody was asking, what about civic nationalism? Now, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. The basic idea of civic nationalism is basically like consolidating an almost a xenophobic approach to other cultures and like immigration, that sort of thing, in which basically, if I'm not mistaken, you are completely putting your country and your people before any other concerns of any other countries.
Not necessarily. You can do things like, say, Greece has conscription, for example, which instills into every person a sense of national identity and defending the rights and liberties and laws of their nation. Okay. It's kind of a civic nationalism in that respect. but it doesn't entail a particular xenophobic outlook. It just distills in them traditional principles.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, like, it's like with any other type of idea. It really comes down to, like, how it's implemented.
Well, somebody has actually called Denmark like a whatever state, I can't remember the phrasing of it, and racist and all that, because we have nearly like our borders has nearly always been guarded, especially after this migrant crisis and all this, which means that compared to like a lot of other places around us, we didn't get that many migrants. But you can also see it now, because we had only had like, I think it was like 2 terror attacks, and one of them was a guy that shot a couple of police officers and then decided to go home because he forgot his gloves because it was like cold outside or some shit like that, and then he got caught. So we really didn't get the intelligent ones here.
Is Denmark not part of the Schengen area then?
We were like, no, fuck that jazz. We also were the whole, drawing the drawings of Muhammad and all that jazz, and was like, fuck it, it's freedom of speech. You can't do shit, bitches. And our government was like, we are not apologizing for shit. You can burn our flag and stop buying our merchandise. We do not give a crap.
So basically, what you're telling me is that Denmark is the uncucked Scandinavian country.
Well, both yes and no, because we still do have like some problems. We have a thing in what's called Copenhagen, like outside, because the thing with Copenhagen is it's a weird city, because you have Copenhagen and it has basically become so big that it's gone out and enveloped other cities as well. So Copenhagen in of itself is like, I think it's like 4 cities now merged together.
Right.
And one of those areas, quite a big area, is we have a lot of like Muslims and a lot of migrants out there, and they have made this gang. I think it's like the Brotherhood of something black or some shit. And literally, like a couple of years ago, an older woman died of a heart attack because the ambulance couldn't get in there because people blocked off the road and threw stones at it. When the police came and tried to help, they threw shit at them as well. And the problem is, at that point, our officers wasn't geared or trained to really do anything about such a thing, because in Denmark we are normally friendly people, even though we were Vikings and running around killing people and so on. That just meant that now it's out of the system. We don't need violence really. So when that kind of violence came to our country, we really didn't have that much to stop it with, because when we tried, we were like, we can't do that to those people because they are people and all that. But now people have seen that if we do not do stuff like that, then we're not on an equal playing field, and therefore we will lose. So
this is why you'll never see that happen in Northern Ireland.
Yeah, so at least I'm sitting like, at least we're trying. Well, we're doing a shit ton of better than Sweden and Germany at least.
So real quick, Schwanz Gruberman said, still waiting for tongue punching of the fart box. I know I'm going to get to tongue punching your fart box, buddy. In ideological limbo, if comics get the copter, do ethno-nationalists get a face-down trip down the shit river? I don't know. But I'll say, okay, this is something that I've been thinking about a lot, too, with this whole ethno-state thing, this nonsense that keeps going around. Okay, let's say the alt-right is successful. We're going to kick out everybody who's not white. It could be a totally white country, which is never going to happen. It's a stupid idea. But let's say they do. Things we lose. Wu-Tang. Things we keep. Here comes Honey Boo Boo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dude.
I was about to say, you can even go further than that.
Okay.
Like that is just a simple thing, like too good thing. You will lose a lot of the music, and a lot of your great artists at this point is black people. Like, so you will lose a lot. Not just.
Well, you lose Kanye, so now you've just convinced me to be a fucking ethno-nationalist.
Well, we would lose Kanye. Think about it like this. You would have to remove all influences that otherwise had contaminated your white culture. Where do you think rock and roll came from?
Oh, I know. I'm a saxophonist, bro. I love my jazz music.
Yeah. No.
We had the same argument over here with leaving the EU and kicking out all the foreign nationals and things like that. And it was basically laughably impossible because I'm sure Red and Rich can both agree to this. most of the building trade over here is now foreign. Most of the electricians, builders, plumbers are, say, Polish or East Europeans because they came over here. They did stuff on budget, on time, even if they had to pull in extra people. They gave realistic quotes and they didn't cheat you, which is what traditionally British builders were. So they took all the trade away. And the idea of kicking them out and going back to the laughable state we were in before, a lot of people lost their job to European immigrants because they came over and did it better. And they do all the jobs that we don't want to, like the cleaning jobs and things like that. So if you had the idea of kicking out everyone else, well, what's America going to do for its cleaners and maids? Who's going to sweep the streets? Because traditional Americans are, or at least with traditional British people, we're too good for that. We don't want to get our...
So what you're saying is the Poles are your Mexicans.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That is pretty much what's going on in Europe.
That's pretty much how it works, yeah.
But the difference is they don't hang around unemployed in places, generally speaking. They have their own shops, but they integrate into community. They'll buy where they can, and you'll get a bunch of them in a house just to basically save money and send it back.
They don't hang out in front of the home improvement stores. Got it.
Yeah. And another problem that you get when you go into all that culture and cultural appropriation, all that jazz, is pretty much that you can't really distinguish between cultures anymore, because of when the internet came, it went so fast with just integrating nearly every single culture on Earth into each other.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to put together a video on this at some point, but it's the whole idea of the Type 0 civilization, of having a planet-wide culture, a planet-wide civilization, and the internet is basically going to do that, or I hope it will.
Yeah, because you can't really take it away.
No, you can't take it away. You can't take away the
North Korea does. China does.
It's not gonna last. It's not gonna.
Even if you look at China, like the people that has been in there can like show you video evidence that other cultures has still made an impact on their culture. It is not purely Chinese anymore.
Mm.
Yeah. It's just a byproduct of what's happening as the natural evolution of our species. That we're becoming a global society now. Like, that scares a lot of people. Globalists, the globalist domination, and like, yeah, okay, I understand, like, not wanting to let people abuse it. I get that idea, but it's pointless to try and fight against it. It's much more important to try and direct it into a constructive manner that's going to work out well, and that's why I think that's why, like, most conservative principles don't really serve me very well, because I'm not interested in traditionalism. I'm just not. I'm interested in what's going to happen next.
I just wanted to progress to that naturally instead of us trying to force it towards.
I would have never guessed that the man with a septum piercing and a shit ton of tattoos would not be into traditionalism.
Yeah.
Never guessed that.
But the problem you have is that soft fascism that America suffers from a lot, whereby you look at Saudi Arabia and you think they need to have our culture. We're not going to merge the two together because they're incompatible. We need to take our culture and push it on everyone else.
Yeah, right.
And that's the problem and the argument that people are going to have, is if you want that global economy and politics and society, you're going to need to give up individualism. Which means giving up your constitution, for example. Do you think America's going to give up the constitution?
Nope.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's because the thing is the culture that should win in a cultural battle is the culture that's best and more easily adopted by society.
Yeah, but the problem is, Jeff. Sorry to interrupt, but
that's not how it happens.
The thing
with a sharp stick.
I know.
That is literally now with the internet and all this, not how it can go anymore. It will be a mix. There's no like one culture that will come out on top and be the best.
No, but what you can hope for then. What you can hope for then is that the best aspects of every culture, like,
yeah, exactly. That is what I think, at least personally, because that's the outcome I think makes much more sense. Is you will have a merging of all the good part of all the different cultures, and that will then be the main culture.
Yeah.
I call that America.
I would agree, but I mean, I have an Arab friend who tweets Seinfeld memes at me. I mean,
that's international.
That's not progress right there. Like,
but again, is it a bad thing?
No, it's great. No, it's awesome.
Exactly.
Like
that's
I've been saying for a long time when the whole fucking like war on terror started, and we're like, we're gonna go to Afghanistan, we're gonna smash, and then we're gonna build a nation. I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't really know if that's gonna work too terribly well out. I think we should instead airdrop TV DVD combos mixed with
I can see it. I can see it now. I want to kill the infidel, but my friend Jamal, he is such a Kramer.
I can see the whole, TVs and so on coming down. The people just looking at it, going like, "Fuck." The other guy being like, "What?" And he's like, "We have no electricity. Like, how are we supposed to use this shit?"
Okay. Here's the
We
thing.
drop generators with it. Duh.
I want to call them freedom bombs, right? Freedom bombs. And you package the TV DVD combo with a microwave. You have a 10-day supply of Hot Pockets and sign right? And then you just drop these into all the villages in Afghanistan, and then you just sit back and you just wait, like, for a couple months.
Jeff, do the voice. Pizza rolls. It's pizza rolls. Delicious pizza rolls.
God,
To be honest, Jeff, you can do it. You can do
I
it.
would
You
throw
can
in a computer and a lifetime subscription to WoW.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can do it in a different
Pornhub.
way. Just go like the freedom package, and then just throw basically whatever is on McDonald's menu at them, and then wait, see them eat themselves into we do not give a shit. Why? Because then I have to get off this sofa, and I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Solve the
War
population
ended.
crisis.
Nobody
Airdrop
gives a
places.
shit.
Airdrop anime hair bomb. Body pillows. Just drop body pillows from the sky.
Jeff Holiday will make anime real.
Anime is real. Is real? Anime is real?
I did not see that coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my idea, and that's how I thought that the best way to fight a war is to basically make people more like you.
I think it's going to be I think it's going to be transhumanism more than anything else that solves the crisis.
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be great?
You know what's
Yeah.
really funny about that is I've seen a few documentaries on North Korea, and the way that they get a lot of people to defect from North Korea is they smuggle in South Korean TV shows and movies and stuff like that to show them that the world is actually different than what they think it is.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people from North Korea, has no idea what is happening in the rest of the world. They think it's a shithole.
Yeah, they think it's just like where they live, and so they don't go anywhere else.
Although it's really hard because the North Korean language is kind of shortened because they don't even learn how to insult their leader. They don't know the words.
Mhm.
Could we drop Cribs into
Like-
North Korea then? MTV Cribs. Love to see that.
I literally love the part where the South Korean.
And they're gonna think that everybody worships Batman and Scarface. You know, like
Yep.
Dude, just
Got
drop
one
it
shitty
out
car
loud.
made in the 50s and you airdrop it in and it's just like, holy shit, this man has like 50 cars.
yeah.
Show them that we put TVs in the back of cars. I mean, that's what you need to do there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the greatest thing ever is the South Korean standing at the border and literally just blasting K-pop to North Korea.
Nice.
Yeah, and the worst part is that as far as I know, that actually happens because a guy made a video about it and with sources and all that shit. And you could literally see a picture of this giant ass, I was about to call it a wagon, but that's not the proper term for it, with the speakers on it. I was just standing blasting K-pop.
Well, you know,
I saw the same thing a couple of years ago. They did it with a Christmas tree, and North Korea threatened to just basically fire on it if they didn't take it down.
Yeah, exactly.
I imagine a big vehicle like that vehicle in the last Mad Max movie with the guy that had the giant the guitar and everything while they were driving. That's what I imagine with the K-pop.
How about a rocket that has speakers on it and it plays that Running to the 90s song?
Oh yeah.
How about a 50-foot hollow projection of Hatsune Miku?
Oh god.
No, missiles that when they get to like the most populated centers, they explode, and out of them, lifetime Pornhub subscriptions.
That's a good.
with red, white, and blue glitter.
Yeah.
And just being like, America, freedom and porn.
Hey,
You're welcome.
Send them that new Mountain Dew SA. That shit's pretty good.
Yeah, it is
Actually,
pretty good.
Why has nobody put glitter in
guys
rocket?
recommend that?
It's the most cruel weapon because it never goes away. It's like nuclear radiation. That shit.
Yeah.
Using music as a psychological weapon has definitely been used before. Like,
Yeah.
did you guys ever hear about how they caught Manuel Noriega in Panama?
No.
Oh, it's fucking great. Okay, so Noriega, he was in charge of Panama. He was actually a CIA plant for a long time because they were trying to monitor all the fucking drugs going through Panama. All the drugs were going through Panama at the time, especially from Colombia. Pablo
All
Escobar,
the drugs.
right? Well, he started dealing under the table. CIA didn't like it. America, go into a chain, and we invaded Panama and took it over. Now, what's crazy is Noriega was hiding. They found out that he was hiding from the United States military in the basement of a nunnery. And so to get him to come out for 3 days straight, they pointed speakers up against every window in the basement and they blasted as loud as they could. I'm not fucking kidding you. Twisted Sister.
Yeah.
By the way, don't they just use like Justin Bieber as torture in Guantanamo Bay or whatever?
I heard Britney Spears.
But what's
that would make me crack. That would definitely make me crack. 30
What's
seconds
really cool?
of that shit, and I'm just go.
I would tell them where the rebel base is for sure.
Yeah. So when I moved to Panama when I was a teenager, because I went to high school down there. Before there was a spot open for us to live on the military base, I lived in an apartment in downtown Panama City, which is a fucking amazing place, amazing place. But if I looked out my window on my balcony, the nunnery that he hid in was like directly below me, like on the same block. It's fucking crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
When are we going to see Jeff's Nomad Diaries?
I don't know. I've been thinking about cataloging some of my like stories and some of the shit that I've done on this channel just for shits.
But then you'll have nothing for your Patreon hangouts.
I mean, I'll
definitely do something like that.
I'll record the ones that I've already told in the Patreon hangouts. Yeah, and some of the ones that there's some stories I probably should never tell.
No, my favorite of all time is the one where you tried whatever hard drug it was and the man licked your face while you were paralyzed. It's still my favorite of all time. I don't know, I can't remember where or when it was, but
that was fucked up.
I still like your story about when you dressed up as a girl clown and you came back home drunk and you said, "Now I'm rape victim clown."
Oh yeah, he went out as princess clown and then came back as rape victim clown.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Carrying my parasol tucked under my armpit, covered in alcohol, and just what a fucked up night that was. It was a fun birthday, though. It was a fun birthday.
testicles hanging on either side of your undies like a Steel Panther cover. It must have been awful.
God damn it.
I was actually thinking I'm hopefully going to have a channel by the time my next birthday shows up and inviting a bunch of people to do a birthday stream where we all get shit-faced.
Yeah, those are always fun.
And you of course, you have an instant invite, Jeff.
Yay, sweet.
One question, though, because I have always been told that it is sad to drink alone, but is it drinking alone if you're sitting on a webcam with like 100 people or something?
No.
Is that alone?
No.
I do that all the time.
It's like Schrodinger's drunk. As long as there's someone to observe you either being sober or drunk, it's fine. But if you're in that uncertain state where nobody's around, are you really drunk?
That's
the next thing is, though, what if you make a video? What if you get shit-faced on a video? Is it then drinking alone, or isn't it?
Well, if it's a video, yes.
I like the idea of the fans of Jeff Holiday, you know, making videos and things like that. We could really form some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
called?
Community.
I was
Community.
about to say community.
Jeff, do you want the Jeff Holiday community?
The screeching.
I need to get like
Screeching.
whatever thing that Kraut has that like gets the echo, so I could be like community.
Yeah.
Only if you have the accent to pull it off.
I
I'm
know.
British. I still don't have that.
I know that I am a like a weird one in this, but to be honest, I am not going to let like 4 people or however many it is destroy the word community.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Actually-
I've said before, like, it just, for me, it's contextual. Drunken Peasants, there's a Drunken Peasants community because they're rallying around one singular idea. The requirement to be in it is you have to like Drunken Peasants, so it makes sense. They have a wiki and shit. They do things together. Like, I understand that's a community. If there's like a community that springs up around one singular YouTube channel, word doesn't bother me. It's more like it's when people use the term community as a means of association, especially in a derogatory way. That's when I'm just like, fuck.
Would you agree with like that guy T that it's more of a genre?
Yeah, I'd say, well, like when you're lumping people in that are YouTubers and they make similar content, I think it's more appropriate to call it a genre than it is to call it a community. Because like there are lots of people who are part of the same community as me that we're not friends, like, and we don't use the same standards, and we're nothing alike, like there's plenty. So
It is the entire reason I stopped watching TJ was the whole drama thing. The same reason I stopped watching Thunderfoot, and the same reason I probably stopped watching. I can't remember. It was either Teal'Deer or someone else, another well-spoken British person. Is that they just get so involved in the goddamn drama, and I don't care. This isn't why I watch these channels. It's just bullshit.
it gets
Teal'Deer gets involved with the drama, and then he just like autistically breaks it down by every minute point possible.
That's ableist. How
I
dare
was
you?
about to say that's a big subject there, but I actually like the guy in the chat going like community t.
Yeah, Luca Blight. What's up, Luca?
Yeah.
Somebody just said, Sargon said in stream today that even Shives and Winters are part of the skeptic community. Okay.
No, they are not.
If you think about it, like to be honest, there's one thing you need to do to be a part of the skeptic community, and that is being skeptic. Even Steve Shives, and I know that name like just gave half the audience cancer, but he probably thinks that he's being skeptical about what people like Jeff and Sargon and Teal'Deer and whatever is saying.
Right.
And applying skepticism to that. And seen from that point of view, he is actually a skeptic.
See, what Steve
No, he's applying ideology to it.
What
Always
Steve
be
said there was he applied skepticism.
TM.
Oh
Copyright.
God, yeah.
2017.
Another one I can't really watch anymore.
Steve Shives is a skeptic clone. Oh God.
You should never trust anyone, especially your favorite YouTuber. Follow the words of Nietzsche. Don't trust people, especially Nietzsche.
Yep.
Especially don't trust any of these assholes down here. Especially me.
What? I am a quite honest
I'm
person.
trustworthy. I've got a fancy
I'm not a
beard.
person.
If someone tells you they're trustworthy, don't trust them.
Hey, fucker, I'm not a person. I'm a goddamn sea lion. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
Sea self or
I
lion
am
self.
a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I am not a person.
Actually,
I am
I have it. Actually, I have it on my T-shirt. I am an attack helicopter.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
I identify as the number 3, just as a point of note.
The most
I-
elegant.
I actually have it
yourself.
written down.
I identify as a giant Nordis warrior because that's pretty much what I am.
There you go. Oh shit! I identify as a sexual tyrannosaur.
And
I'm
here
not a
it's-
sexual tyrannosaur, just a regular one, unfortunately.
Does
Mm.
anybody identify as a sexual seahorse? Because I mean, you can get your sex junk on that way.
Are you a DJ for a particularly terrible Netflix show?
It's really just that one episode, though. Like,
Have you seen the rest?
some of it's watchable.
Yeah, exactly. Watchable. It's supposed to be good.
Yeah, I liked Steve Aoki in it. Like when they did the pH thing, that was kind of cool. I mean, it's like the most boring, trite elementary school science experiment ever. But I like Steve Aoki, so I was like, oh, okay, cool.
No,
I
don't care
a
about
little
Patrick
bit
Moore,
more
never
fan,
had.
but it's more just his general reputation.
That's right, Bill
at
Nye.
this point.
Yeah, we had Patrick Moore in our country. We didn't have Bill Nye, and Patrick Moore was much more interesting. Plus, that sweet voice, and he was the head and games master. And come on, you can't beat that. Man knew not to take himself too seriously.
I think. Oh God, Luca again! Luca, why are you tipping on a Patreon stream? Shive's idea of skepticism. What gender is this polka dot tumbler narwhal sea cow? Does it identify a narwhal or a sea cow?
The narcat.
I think it identifies as a sea creature, and that's it.
I identify as marine life.
I am a sea lion.
All of it.
Orange.
All of sea life. All of marine animals. I identify as that. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know.
Wouldn't that be the safe bet? Like we have heard a lot of people saying, like, if you're not sure of the gender, call it a person. I'm like, okay, then I'm not sure what kind of cat that is. Does that mean I still call it what? Does it call it a feline or a cat?
Yeah. Don't assume it's a person. What about other kin? They're not people.
I identify as a swarm of angry ants.
Other kin are not people. Jeff Holiday Patreon stream 2K17.
Well, technically, they identify as something other than people, so it isn't like wrong.
Literally dehumanizing.
Makes you wonder if you identify as something other than a human being, and you legitimize that and give them that legal protection, do they still get protections under the law? This whole murdering humans is a crime, but murdering trees isn't.
And Luca tipped again. It may be for Patreon, but I always tip my strippers well.
Yeah, I was about to say it. I think that guy has too much money.
He's a sweetheart. He always fucking puts the zingers in when we're live.
But to be honest, you always say to people, if you have too much money, share it, and at least he's doing that. So, well, I have a beer, so congratulations, Luke. At least you're doing something productive.
Jeff, watch the camera for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Baby. Take it off. Come on. Making it rain for you.
Oh God. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, we need the music. I'm
slightly disappointed.
He's wearing a corn shirt under there. I can see it.
No, it's not a corn shirt. I do need to get a corn shirt, though. Jesus Christ. That'd be fucking
Speaking
hilarious.
of t-shirts, my Fuck Your Feelings one arrived, I think it was like 3 days ago. I wore it out yesterday, and I got some interesting looks, but nobody said anything. I was actually quite disappointed. Nobody said
wanted to
anything.
have the argument.
Actually, no, I was just like, well, I didn't want an argument per se, but it was slightly disappointing.
I need to put all of my time and effort into producing the best shop that I've ever done, and then print it on a t-shirt and send it to those two, just so Jeff and Mems can have a matching one. I'm not sure what yet, but it's got to be the best one I've ever produced.
I need to get on my ass and make those ones for the elephant in the room made for me. I need to turn this into the Trap Hunter and the American Gothic one.
Yes. Yeah.
All of my t-shirts are kind of slowly being replaced by YouTube t-shirts. It's like I've got Undoomed, I've got Jeff Shitlord, I've got Memories Cunt Stream, I've got Bearing stuff, I've got another Bearing coming, so it's just like
oh God, I'm so jealous. I don't have the money for stuff like that. Plus, I'm not from the UK, so it costs a shit ton to get it over here from other countries.
I was going to say, everywhere I order from is either from the States or Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's like nothing really from Europe except, like, I don't know, Crown Tea. Do stuff.
Red is like a YouTube groupie over here.
So we're gonna go ahead and
a few good t-shirts, and I buy them.
We're gonna go ahead and go offline, and so I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody who's watching and everybody who was watching in the future. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. We're gonna keep hanging out, but you're not coming. All right.
Now he's gonna take the rest of it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yes, the rest.
Bye.
See you later.